right, so we're here with Dan Oakes, and we're talking about how social media and how cell phone use affects adolescents. And Dan, we thought we could ask you about how, specifically, how adolescents are affected by social media and cell phone when it comes to sexuality.
Well, I think there's a lot of ways, of course, but I think one of the earliest developmental effects digital media has on kids is when they start texting really young. What happens is they're starting to experience what I call an always-on relationship. So kids today, a 14-year-old will get up in the morning and they'll text 75 people, "What's up?" And they're just gleaning who can respond, right? And they stay in this always-on connected place all day long, but it's with people that are disembodied because it's just text. And so before they even know how to emotionally regulate themselves well, because at 14 we certainly don't know how to do that very well,
Right.
we're into this always-on relationship. And parents don't really realize this when they give their kids a cell phone. Texting seems like a harmless thing, and it is for the most part. But it starts a new social development that means I have to regulate very, very quickly with lots of other stimulus and other people. And most parents regulate that well and teach their kids and train their kids, but once they don't pay attention, the kids really get lost in this always-on relationship. And the truth is, we don't really experience that until later in life. You know, you get married, and you kind of have this always-on relationship, a relationship you always think about and talk to each other, and you're always pinging things off of each other, and that's a very mature thing to do, is to have that always-on relationship.
What negative effects would that have on an adolescent then if they're in this always-on relationship?
Well, I think the biggest part is it means that they can't emotionally regulate. If nobody responds, what do they feel immediately at 14? I mean, I'm an adult man, and if my wife doesn't respond to me, I feel that a little bit,
Rejection,
like, hey, what's up? But if I'm a 14-year-old and I text 10 people and I get no response, well, I'm going to feel really crappy about myself. I'm going to worry. I'm going to excessively feel needy. And so they just don't have the emotional readiness for always on. You know, I think most parents limit their kids. They will have, you can text these 2 or 3 friends and bring your phone down at night, and they put some healthy limitations on it. But it really can create a lot of insecurity, and that insecurity at that age is really what creates havoc. You know?
So you have clients that fit that mold?
Well, for sure, absolutely. The hard part is it's a springboard then for compulsive behavior. I have to text over and over and over, or if I have to look for satisfaction in other places, or I'm looking for a greater stimulus.
Yeah.
What's next?
So what starts as kind of a stimulus, a response, over time, my brain is looking for something, and the immediate gratification is got to be part of it, right?
Right.
Yeah. So
absolutely.
That stimulus becomes what, for example, over time?
Well, it becomes how we emotionally regulate. I have to soothe myself by getting lots of stimulus.